Williams and the Chicago Bears flipped the script on the Commanders with an upset on Monday night. Williams threw for a touchdown and ran for another in Chicago's last-second win. Despite the outcome, the young quarterback has still received his fair share of criticism. Here's Caleb on how he deals with all the noise.
I could care less. It's kind of how I think I've said multiple times over my time being here. Fair, not. Life isn't fair. People are going to say what they have to say. We win, we lose. People have stuff to say. It was lucky, it was not lucky. People have stuff to say. Have a bad game, have a good game. People have stuff to say. So it doesn't matter. We're only worried about what's going on here within this building and with these guys. So that's all I can say about that.
Let's go to you first, Dio. Do you like, love, or hate these comments from Caleb?
Oh, I love them. I mean, that's exactly the reality, and you love hearing that from the franchise quarterback, the young player that realizes no matter what he does, no matter what that team does, there's always going to be people who have something to say. We're a part of it. It's our job as well, though. So the fact that at least he's publicly saying that is a good thing. The next level for him is to make sure that he follows it with his actions. He follows it with not being upset or sensitive to when people are going to jump on him or criticize his play or whatnot. So I think he handled that situation very well, and they're 3 in a row. He's played good. He's played consistently improved football. He's saying the right things.
What about you, Mina?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think for those who don't know, the comment there that caught my eye was the "it was lucky," which I believe is a reference to a comment that our colleague Troy Aikman made during the game about a busted coverage on the part of the Commanders. Troy was not wrong, but neither is Caleb. He is completely well within his rights to poke a little fun at that and take issue with it. So did the head coach, by the way, Ben Johnson. He kind of addressed it as well. I love it. I love this team, embracing that us against the world mentality. We see this all the time with great teams. I think it's totally fine for the quarterback to make a little joke about it, and Dan is right. It really just comes down to whether or not he backs it up with his play.
Yeah. RC, what are your thoughts?
Well, the big thing is this, guys. Like, Caleb Williams has always been the best. Like, legitimately, he was the best high school quarterback. He takes Spencer Rattler's job at Oklahoma. He wins the Heisman in his first year at USC. He's always been the best. So the outside noise is not something that's new to him. It just has a different tune right now. But think back to Caleb Williams being criticized for his behavior or for his fingernails or for the way he reacts to a loss. Like, this has been this dude's life for the entirety of his career. I love the way he's approaching this. I love the competitiveness I see in his face on the sideline when he isn't playing well, when his team isn't performing well. And I also like what's happening with Ben Johnson there. This is a dude that's tough on Caleb Williams, a dude that expects greatness from Caleb Williams, that holds him accountable. All that matters is what's going on in that building. And for Caleb Williams to say this says, I do hear it, but I can't allow it to affect who I am. And I love what we've seen from him the last 3 weeks since we watched him sort of come out and have a breakout game against the Dallas Cowboys.
RC, I agree with you. Mina and Dan, here's where I would push back and challenge, and to a lesser degree, RC. My issue is, what did Troy Aikman say that was so insulting? See, I get where y'all coming from, where we like the attitude from Caleb Williams. I believe in the brother. I believe the brother's got skills. And I've religiously brought up the fact that his first 18 games of the season, last year 17 games, he didn't miss a start, being sacked 68 times, on pace to only be sacked 34 times. This year was vast. It was going to be a vast improvement, all right? Sack going to be cut in half. His first 18 games of his career, starting game 1 of this season, he had 3 different head coaches and 4 different offensive coordinators. But here's the part that I want to bring up, which really doesn't have anything to do with football as much as it does about life. Where was the insult? Troy Aikman was talking about the cat scampering down the sideline of Swift, and he just said they were lucky on that particular play. Okay? We know that the Chicago Bears didn't play their best game. They know they didn't play their best game. I'm just thinking about it from the standpoint, I get the attitude, and I understand it that it's good for him to be competitive because, like RC said, he's pretty much been number one, the best, etc. My concern, my issue is, Could you at least make sure that the criticism is legitimate? All right? Because to me, it really, really wasn't.
Well,
Troy Aikman and Joe Buck is calling a Monday Night Football game. If he sits up there and says a particular play was luck or this particular win was luck because y'all can play better and you didn't, my God, that's not the end of the world.
Okay, I agree.
What's the problem?
So I didn't hear Troy's comments on the game, obviously, because we had.
He was commenting about the one play. That's
sure,
where
the out route for the touchdown.
Right. That's right.
Here's what I would say on that. Troy is, first of all, one of the greatest of all time and one of the best in the industry. So there is a reality where, yes, as a quarterback, like you caught a break that they missed the stack on the coverage. Also, you made the play, like you made the right thing. I remember last week, Baker Mayfield having a blown coverage by the defense that they were playing against. I forget who they played against, and him hitting that long touchdown. And we celebrated because he took a big hit and all that. And so, like, we can't champion one quarterback in that situation and then kind of be like, well, Caleb got lucky in another. The only thing I would say about the whole situation, NK, Ryan, and Stephen A, is this. While I love his comments, it might be a small thing that he references, we got lucky. And to my knowledge, he had a social media thing that, like, intimated luck again.
Yes.
We can't say we don't hear the noise on the outside or unaffected by the noise on the outside, while then also publicly acknowledging you're hearing the noise on the outside.
Yeah.
We got to be a little bit one way or the other.
Fine, but I get that part.
But the thing is this.
Go ahead, RC. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Everybody hears it, right? Like the world doesn't allow us to not hear it. The world becomes outraged before we ever become outraged. Right? Like there's everybody who is pointing to it, who are Caleb Williams fans, who are people who don't support Caleb Williams or don't like him. Everybody is funneling this to him. Right? We live in a world now where if we say something about somebody on TV, somebody in the local media is going to ask them, well, what do you feel about these thoughts? It's an impossibility to not hear it. And the other thing is this too, Dan, we hear it all anyway. Even if your thought is, I'm going to block out the outside noise. I'm not going to read Twitter. I'm not going to listen to the radio. I'm not going to watch TV. We live in a world where information is so accessible, you hear it. And so you got to deal with it one or two ways. It cannot matter, and you can still respond back. Right? It cannot affect the way you go about your daily life or the way you prepare for the game or the way you can execute, and you can still respond back. That's part of being a human. Caleb Williams' thing now is you won the game, go forward and win another one.
Mina?
I just want to say, it's not binary though, right? Because, yeah, he can respond, but there are different ways to respond. I'm glad we showed the video of him talking, because if you watch the video, he's not mad, guys. That didn't come across as like a really defensive comment in response to Troy. His social post was a joke. I saw it. He was just like having fun with it. And I think we got to actually be specific about when he's responding to the criticism, the way in which he's responding to it. To me, this did not seem defensive. It seemed like him having fun with it. Stephen A, I agree with you. I don't think anything Troy said was incorrect, but I also don't think Caleb was over the top with his response. So let's actually address not just what he said, but the way in which he said it.
I don't think he was over the top either, and I certainly didn't mean to imply that. I'm just simply saying that as we talk about these subjects, and when everybody act like there's something to be insulted about, I'm like, wait a minute, can we at least make sure there's something to be insulted about? Yeah. What was actually said?
Right. Yeah.
What actually provoked a response? What is the big deal? Listen, if we come on First Take the next morning, right, watching the game on TV last night, and we're having a damn 15-minute segment about the issue, I can understand that. Troy Aikman and Joe Buck get to call the damn game, like literally live while it's happening, and then dissecting what's transpiring in real time. And so if you see something and you say, wow, that was lucky. Wait a minute. That's something, that's a headline? That makes news? So I'm calling a game. And I'm not talking about Caleb Williams here directly. I'm just simply saying that that's really an issue? That